everyone, and welcome to Season 10, Episode 7 of From Hope to Glory at Truro City with me, the United City FM. Welcome along. So, today we play my birth town, Brentford, in the Championship. We sit top of the table. I would say Premier League football is only but a few matches away. Automatic promotion is pretty much ours for the taking. It's gone very, very well in this last month or so. And wait till you see the scoring run that Abu Bakar has gone on. Let's go check it all out. Welcome back into Truro City. So we are indeed doing fantastically well. I will show you the most recent run of form in a second, but the league table does not lie. Leeds United dropped off the pace a little bit. Blackburn are now in second position, but Truro City, my Truro City, with 6 games to play, are currently 8 points clear at the top of the table. We are very, very close to gaining that automatic promotion spot to the Premier League. I think we're pretty much there. We've got to see out a few fixtures and we've got some decent ones coming up. But before we focus today on Brentford, my town of birth, let's go in and check out our most recent run of fixtures. It really does not get much better than this, does it? Since that game against Leeds United in the last episode where we got a draw, which was a decent enough result, I would suggest, away from home at Leeds United. Since then, 6 matches, 6 wins. We've let in a couple of goals here and there, but look at this scoring run from Abu Bakar. 3 against Preston, 1 against Swansea, 3 against Villa, 1 against Norwich, 1 against Charlton. The only reason he didn't score in the last game is because I chose to rest him and David Battersby came in instead and he scored instead. So our striker at the moment, whoever we're playing out of those two, is doing phenomenally well. And it's going amazingly. This is such good form at the end of the season. Today we have Brentford. We've got Oxford United, Bristol City, Reading, Barnsley and Fulham to play. And most of those teams are kind of mid-table or lower. So I think we're almost there. A couple of games will put it mathematically to bed. Can we get 3 points today against my hometown club? Let's find out. So, those of you that know me will know that I'm actually a Manchester United fan since the age of 7, where I watched the FA Cup final in 1983, and because they won, I became a Man United fan, haven't looked back since. We left Brentford when I was about 6 or 7, so I don't have a huge affinity to the club, but because they're my place of birth, I'm always interested to know how they're doing, and of course, in real terms, they're coming up to the Premier League this season, which was fantastic. But it's always fun for me to come up against them anytime in Football Manager, and today that is a perfect opportunity for us. We've got a couple of injuries and a suspension. Herbie Kane is suspended, having picked up too many yellow cards over the season. Finlayson and Chiwunga are both out injured. Adeniran just about fit enough to be on the bench if we need him later on in the match. Everybody else, though, has had a little bit of a rotation recently, so most of them are relatively fit and healthy. So for today's match against Brentford in the Championship, I've gone with Mbayu in goal, Fink at right back, Fenn at left back, Reddy and McCann in central defence, Williams, Barry and Thompson in central midfield, Wright Phillips on the right, Sarmiento on the left, and Abu Bakar, the scoring sensation, up top, with a bench of Archer, Clark, Adeniran, White, Ibrahim, Opoku and Battersby. So let's get into today's game and see what happens. So I've calmly suggested let's give the fans something to cheer for. Brentford are currently sitting 4th in the form guide in the Championship, so their mid-table position doesn't do them justice currently. We're currently sitting top, though, having had those half a dozen wins in a row. So this is a real clash of two teams that are in a lot of good form. We're away from home, which kind of doesn't help us, but I'm confident about playing any of these sides. I really did not expect such a good performance from my squad over this season. I still thought we were sort of just a mid-table to upper sort of bottom of the top half of the table kind of side, really. I didn't expect us to be running away with the Championship, but we've done fantastically well. We've got a few more games to play, a few more results to get, and hopefully one of those can come today. But if it doesn't, I think we're still in a fantastic position to sew up this championship in the next couple of games. So it's all good. Brentford on the ball, working it very nicely, keeping the ball nicely. Nice 1-2 at the top of the box. And eventually it bears down on the goalkeeper. He has to do the hard work of parrying it out, using his feet to get it out. Eventually it goes for a corner kick. And it'll be a Brentford corner kick to the far post, and they put it over the top, really. So nothing that really worried our goalkeeper too much. 25 minutes in, perfect opportunity for me to tell you that I'm over on twitch.tv/the United City FM these days. And I'm over there every weekday afternoon from about 3 till 5 p.m. UK time. Sometimes it's a little bit earlier, sometimes a little bit later, but you'll catch me over there. So come and check it out. Come and say hi. There's an amazing group of people gathering over there, and the support has been fantastic. So come and be part of that over at twitch.tv/the United City FM. Other than that, there's loads more I could tell you about. I could tell you about my Discord and my Twitter. Go and check out the links to those in the description below. There's a Patreon down there if you want to support me through that. But also just go and read the article that I wrote there. Brentford having a really good opportunity, didn't quite make the most of it. The article that I wrote on my Patreon tells you all about who I am and why I'm doing content creation. So go give that a read. But there's loads of other links in the description below, so go and check all of those out. And come and join my United City community in a more impactful way through all of those different ways. But we're leading up to half-time here. There's been a couple of chances for Brentford. We haven't had too many ourselves, to be honest. But I think we're doing okay. And there's a good nick of the ball from Fenn, the left full-back, getting involved and getting on the ball. Wright Phillips on that far side, a little bit of a knock, apparently. So we'll have to check him out at half-time. But we maintain possession. Sarmiento goes narrow to join in the play. There's the full-back getting the width in. And it was a good ball into the 6-yard box. But Abu Bakar couldn't quite get there before the defender. Or if he did, I think he was just a little bit offside, unfortunately. And eventually the highlight goes, and that is half-time. So if we look at these match stats, you can see that it's been very, very even. As I say, two really on-form teams. Possession stats are pretty much identical. We've both had 4 shots at goal. They've had 1 on target. We've had 2. We've got a slightly better XG rating, the expected goals from the game. Excuse me. But overall, it's a very, very even affair. And we need to kind of boost ourselves a little bit, I think, just to get on the front foot and see if we can get something out of this match a little bit more than we've got. So we're going to pump the fists. Let's say we're not doing badly at all. If everyone continues to work hard, we'll win this. We can go into the second half straight away. We're going to go and fire them up at the beginning of this second half. We might move into the attacking mentality a bit later on rather than the positive, just to get us right on the front foot. But that's for a bit later on in the match, I feel. For now, it's about wearing Brentford down a little bit as much as we can, trying to get on the ball, make them chase us a little bit. But at the moment, it's Brentford doing that to us. They've worked from this left-hand side. They've worked it all the way over to the far side for us. Fenn again got a good tackle in. That's good. He's doing really well down that left fullback position today. But we lose the ball again. They come back at us, get it to the byline, and they put a decent cross into that 6-yard box. Not quite sure we did enough on the original cross to block it. It was all very narrow and very small amount of space that McNamee worked in down that far side for Brentford. You can see we had 2 over there. Sarmiento goes in for the challenge, misses it. And at this near post as we look at it, Luis Diaz gets his head on the ball above our defenders. And Brentford go 1-0 up just after the 55-minute mark. We've really got to do something about this now. So we are going to go into that attacking mentality, should I say. We're also going to go into the shouts again and demand more from them. And we're going to make a couple of changes just to see if we can get some fresh legs on, really, for the last 20 minutes or so. So let's go and change this up. We've got Wright Phillips, who's got a little bit of a knock, unfortunately. He's got a bit of a groin injury, so we're going to take him out. And we're going to have to take... look at these ratings for today. 6.3s for Thompson, Sarmiento and Abu Bakar. Not good enough at all. So we're going to change a couple of these. Abu Bakar, his recent scoring record is at threat. I'm going to leave him on, I think. because of how well he's done. Opoku comes in down that left-hand side for Sarmiento, and we're going to bring Joe White in for Thompson in that central midfield, attacking midfield role. So hopefully those three across the attacking midfield line can find a way to impact this game. All three of them have come off. We've substituted them. So let's see if we can make a difference here. In the attacking mentality, we've fired them up. We've demanded more from them. It's still a very even game in terms of possession and opportunities at goal, etc. But that one goal from Brentford is enough at the moment to win them the 3 points, which wouldn't be dreadful, but would be a little bit disappointing at this point. Again, they've gone long. They've won that second ball and the lovely through ball, and they go 2-0 up. And we are in a little bit of trouble today. This is a side that for the last couple of weeks in game, I can almost just put them out there and they do the business for me. Herbie Kane coming out of that midfield has unsettled a little bit of stuff, it feels like. And they're not quite up to the standard that I expect of them today. But I guess those games will always happen when you're on a run like this. And when the pressure gets to you of trying to close out a title like we're trying to do, that's when the mentality really steps in of your players to see whether they're capable of seeing these sorts of things out. We'll see what happens for the rest of this game. I'm not overly disappointed with the way we played. I think we've done okay. But those 2 shots from Brentford have really undone us. We need to be more clinical in front of goal. And that, as you've seen, has not been a problem most recently. But just for today, a little bit of an issue there. Let's see if we can work the ball better. We don't. We go long from the defence too early. And then they get absolutely done again. Oh, this is getting slightly embarrassing now. I think we're going to have to come out of the attacking mentality, go into balance, see if we can hold on to the ball a little bit for the last 10 minutes. This has not been a good day at the office. Another defensive lapse there. Tries to redeem himself, can't do it. But he loses the man, and the man eventually gets the strike at goal and puts it underneath the keeper for 3-0. It's just one of those days today, one of those days where ultimately we should be doing better than we are. But it's just not working out. Fink sums everything up. Tries a long throw, even though that's not what I've set him to. And he just gives it straight back to Brentford for absolutely no reason at all. We eventually win the ball back, fortunately. Ibrahim cuts in off that right-hand side, goes right across the pitch, over the top for Opoku, and he puts the ball in the back of the net for 3-1. Glimmer of hope with about 3 minutes plus some added time at the end of this match to go. That was a lovely ball from Ibrahim. Waited for the run. There's the run of Opoku just off the back of the defender. A quite narrow angle, gets all of his angles right and puts it into the side netting inside the goal, and we go 3-1. But it's a Brentford free kick. Can we clear it? We cannot clear it, and they respond immediately. And we go 4-1 down. Sometimes you just have to hold your hands up and say, this team, for whatever reason, didn't show up today. Brentford played very well. 2 in-form sides, as I said. Brentford 4th in the form guide. We were top of the form guide. Today, away from home, we have come unstuck. There's another highlight immediately off the kickoff after that 4th Brentford goal. And it starts in our favour. Let's see if we can work another opportunity. Ibrahim again cutting in off that right-hand side. But this time again loses out. And we have to get back in our shape and defend better than we have done so far today. And we haven't really managed it. And that is going to be a sending off, isn't it, for Reddy? It is a second yellow card for our central defender. Sends everything from bad to worse on this particular occasion. We have not covered ourselves in glory at all today. It's been incredibly disappointing. So McCann will go centrally. We'll have to bring our full-backs in a little bit and play a 3 at the back just for the last couple of minutes of the game. Means, of course, Reddy's going to have to play out a suspension, which is unfortunate as well. Just one of them days today. We get an opportunity down that left-hand side from a throw-in. Drops it, or was it a free kick? Couldn't really tell. I wasn't paying enough attention because I'm so disappointed with my side. But Opoku gets it into Abubakar, can't hook the ball into the net. And again, Brentford come away. This time, we get back at them, which is fantastic. Scramble in the box. And then again, we pass it to our opposition, quite comfortably so. And we're fortunate to get it back again. Opoku heads it on, but there's nobody there. It's all a little bit scrappy today. There's no real sense of the passing movement that we've had over the last few matches. Some of the recent play has been incredible. Some one-touch passes, some 1-2s at the top of the box, etc. And we've seen that for the last few weeks. But today, haven't seen enough of it. And we come away with an absolute pasting from Brentford, 4-1. I hope that won't send us on a bit of a downward spiral. It shouldn't do. But you can never quite tell with Football Manager, can you? So, fortunately for us, Wright Phillips isn't out for a long time, about a week, so that's not too bad. Of course, Reddy's going to be out now because of his suspension. But if we go and check out what we've got coming up, we are 8 points clear of Leeds United, who are sitting in 3rd position at the moment, and that's who we have to worry about, because we don't want to lose our automatic spot to them. So we've got 5 games left, which is still 15 points available. So we've still got to win a couple of these, really, to properly put this automatic promotion to bed. So we'll see what happens. We are going to come back at the very end of the season so I can update you exactly on what happened, and we'll play the Fulham match to close out this season. Between now and then, Oxford United, Bristol City, Reading and Barnsley are the opponents. Can we pick up the points to get the automatic spot between now and then? We'll have to wait and see. But thank you for joining me today. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already and join my United City community. The more the merrier. Click that like button on this particular episode. That'll help me get seen by lots more people in the YouTube algorithms. Until next time though, take care of yourselves. I'll see you very soon. Bye for now.